What's good, Ravens fans? It's your boy Jason back with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Chris Sims, reacting to the game. Happy holidays. Let's hop right into it. Let's do it.
Two teams in the AFC North looking pretty good because the Bengals won. The Ravens also won, although this game was not as pretty.
No,
it was ugly versus the Panthers, which I think they were favored maybe by double digits.
They were.
A quick sidebar here. It's a thing that I don't know if I enjoy it, but it's funny to me when I talk to some of my friends who are not Ravens fans, just about the game, and they're like, oh man, that game was hard to watch. And I'm like, hey man, I'm a Ravens fan. I like those tough, cold winter, hard-hitting, brutal games. Brings me back a little bit to the time where offenses didn't score 30 points for breathing. So, just saying.
Right?
I made them a best bet.
Which I guess they did win by double digits.
Yeah, but it was 13, I think. I think the spread was 13.
Yeah, and they just scored 13 in this game, although that was enough because Baker Mayfield and the Panthers did absolutely nothing in this game. So give credit to the Ravens defense. Baltimore outscored the Panthers 10-0 in the fourth quarter alone. That's where this game was won. Not pretty for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson didn't know if he was going to play at times because he had an illness in the week, but he did play. Nothing to write home about, but a win is a win in the National Football League, and the Bengals are up.
100% agree. And again, I hope they talk more about the defense because this was not an impressive game from the offense at all. I thought, I'll make some videos about this later in the week. I thought we lost the battle at the line of scrimmage for the most part. The fourth quarter, we started coming back alive, but for the most part, I thought we lost that battle. The wind was making it hard to complete throws. We had one standout player in Demarcus Robinson. Shout out to him. But offense overall was just not impressive. Defensively, though, this easily our best defensive game of the season in my eyes. We had several players who played excellently. So I hope they talk a little bit more about that. Let's see.
Yeah, why do I keep saying the Bengals? The Ravens got it.
They did. It was ugly. It was. And I think, again, I think a team that's got an athletic front seven and speed to kind of hang in there with Lamar. I was surprised at how well they defended the run. I think the thing that I probably or didn't assess the correct way is just that, I think Carolina probably felt pretty good about their guys covering Baltimore, which really allowed them to load the box. And that's where, again, you can get into the questions of, is there enough firepower? Is that offense creative enough in the pass game? When matchups like this happen, they struggle. But Lamar did not necessarily look like he was sick all week. Didn't look his explosive self, and just couldn't quite do.
And so one thing I do want to say, I agree with him. I don't know, in the playoffs, are we going to be explosive enough to compete with the Chiefs? That's my biggest question right now. The run game is not consistent enough yet. Again, Demarcus Robinson had a great day. And I know it was hard because it was windy, so you can't really throw it deep, right? We saw that in the Patriots-Jets game as well. When it's windy like that, any ball you throw deep is just sailing, right? And Lamar, I think, did a good job on his throws of cutting through the wind, but they were mostly on crossers and comebacks and things like that. So I'm hoping that's the biggest reason was the wind. I don't know for sure. But again, an ugly game on offense all around, to be honest.
Do anything in the run game throughout the day. It was an ugly football game, and the Ravens defense, fortunately, was awesome, creating turnovers and the big fumble they created on Smith to really give them the chance to go ahead and kind of put the game away.
Yeah, 4 sacks, 3 takeaways, all in the fourth quarter. 205 yards allowed by that Baltimore defense. But the key
shocking
offensive player,
not shocking, but not just. I just thought the Ravens would be more dominant. They were kind of sleepwalking after the bye week. It's kind of what it felt.
And again, something that I do agree with there. I don't know, though, if we were sleepwalking on offense versus, Carolina has some problems on their offense, but their defense isn't terrible. It's not one of the worst defenses in the league, like some teams have. Again, they have players, especially on the defensive line, that are athletic and big. They are dealing with some injuries, but when you have defensive linemen who are big and athletic, and the team that you're playing's main attack is running the ball, and their best strength other than the quarterback is the offensive line, those teams are kind of made to play each other and kind of have this tough game. We've seen that in the past too with even better teams, right? We've seen us go against teams that are much better than the Panthers and have low-scoring games simply because when two teams are built to go against each other, you're going to have those stalemates. So that's just what it is.
Well, they had one dominant player.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Robinson. How about that?
Right.
9 targets, caught all of them, 128 yards, the most yards by a Ravens wide receiver since 2019.
And I want you guys. Sorry, I want you. Let me say this loud. Okay. I want you guys to run it back. I said a couple weeks ago, give the ball more to DeMarcus Robinson. I think I said this during the Buccaneers game because he was very impressive there too. Get him more involved. I'm out on James Prochet, ladies and gentlemen. James Prochet is gone. James Prochet is over there. James, don't call me. Hey, bro, you gotta prove something. Now it's just talk. Now it's just all talk. But DeMarcus Robinson is showing up. When he's getting the chance, he's getting open. He's catching the ball. Prochet had a drop, not getting open. He's struggling right now. And I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know what's happening, but it's just not. It's not doing what we needed to do as the Ravens, especially when he's going to be our second best receiver for the rest of the season. So we need him to be crucial, and he's not doing that right now.
No, I know. DeMarcus Robinson. And I think that's where, a few of the times where I saw those type of plays where I just went, and I think it was a huge slant pass at one point where, again, I think it was just the Carolina selling out to stop the run. They felt good with their cover guys against this group. And DeMarcus Robinson, ended up being the benefactor of some of that man-to-man coverage there. But yeah, that was not a very impressive win by the Baltimore Ravens either way. But I still look at them to, watch out. 7-3. Still very much in the thick of things in the AFC and definitely one of the best teams in the
And the Ravens are one of those teams, guys, too, that I mentioned this before. A lot of our wins this season haven't felt great. Again, we're not even there yet all the way. We're not there yet all the way. Offensively, we're still needing things to gel a little bit more. We're still having trouble getting Isaiah Likely some opportunities when we have Mark Andrews back. We got to figure that out. Again, if we can figure that out, if, for example, Mark can get 6 catches a game, 6 to 8 catches a game, you got DeMarcus Robinson, he getting 5 catches a game, Isaiah Likely getting 5 catches a game. You got to find some production from somewhere else. I don't know where, because to be honest, I don't think James Prochet can do it. So we got to find production from somewhere else, or you just got to, Mark Andrews going to have to get 10 catches a game, 15 attempts a game, whatever you got to do. Play him like, the Raiders play with their receiver, and they just throw him the ball any chance they get. We got to do that because right now, it's just not. Offense has to be more explosive if we're going to compete with some of the best teams in the league. So, in my opinion.
The AFC for me.
Game ahead of the Bengals in the AFC North, still 7-3 record, as you mentioned. 2 more games to get to, and we'll do those in Give Me the Headlines.
Awesome. So, guys, again, just a quick reaction. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Again, a tough Baltimore Ravens type game where we're fighting until the end. Defense really, really played well. I never felt the game was in any risk, to be honest, by how well the defense was playing, or how poorly the Carolina Panthers offense was playing. But we would like in the future to get a little bit better, a little bit more offensive production, especially against these teams that are not going to make the playoffs. We want to be spanking them because we need to have our mojo going on offense when the playoffs roll around. So that would be exciting to know. So you guys let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see, what you want to react to. Again, a hard week to react because there wasn't a lot of great things to talk about. So we're in a lot of videos, but I'm trying for you guys. So you guys let me know. Thanks, and go Ravens.